That's Arla Williams, Bigfoot author and friend of the Sasquatch. I guess she's channeling Bigfoot. I don't know, is she Native American? Okay, that's some kind of a blessing she's doing at the Bigfoot Hanubia conference. If you can't beat the woo, join them. Here we go. I can feel the Sasquatch. Oh. What is this shit? We're not channeling Bigfoot. She's a Ouija board. Oh my God. Whoa. Welcome to Off the Rictor. Hey, my little Squatch monsters, it's time to shake up the Bigfoot community. This is Off the Rictor. We're going to find out if Bigfoot's real by watching videos made by researchers, hoaxers, and attention whores like me. Oh my God, this is why scientists don't take us seriously. I've got news for you. There's no such thing as a Bigfoot expert. Say no to the woo-woo. I'm the Teen Taser superstar. McFly here thinks he's a Bigfoot expert. You want your Bigfoot video to be seen? Now's your chance. Welcome to Off the Rictor. Let's get right down to the Sasquatch. Our first video is by Billy Willard. He does Sasquatch Watch Radio on Blog Talk Radio, and apparently he's a big name in Bigfooting. Now this handsome man has a well put together website called sasquatchwatch.org. And this video has over 370 views and is hosted by a YouTube channel called Havoskar. Go ahead and subscribe. Now I just found out who Billy Willard is 4 seconds ago when my assistant said we're going to be doing his video. So let's see if Billy has found Bigfoot. Are you ready, Billy?
You share that experience with us?
Yeah, me and another fellow researcher by the name of Tom had went to an area down in Texas, northeast Texas, called Paris, Texas.
There's Bigfoot in Texas? They do say everything's bigger in Texas. Okay, so at first glance, you would automatically assume that this was the 700 Club. But no, it's an interview with this Bigfooter by some guy with the most god-awful decorations on that coffee table. This whole setup needs a gay man's touch. I mean, look at that shit. A pair of ears are casted.
There's been a rash of sightings, Bigfoot sightings in that area, and that was one of the reasons we were invited to be included among a group that was down there studying. This happened a couple of years ago. We went down and we had a site set up where we had base camp.
Gosh, Billy looks like someone I know. I can't quite put my finger on it. No, give me a minute. Wait, I'll get this. Gosh, I can't recall who he looks like.
And then we were going out into the woods where a lot of these sightings had occurred and doing some studies. It wasn't until the very last night that we were there. Me and Tom stayed in this, we have a 2-room tent. And I was sleeping in the front part of the tent, Tom was sleeping in the back part of the tent.
Now as a gay man, that translates as Billy is the top and Tom is the bottom. Now I like this story. Now you're all probably wondering what I would be. Shh, I'll never tell.
This boy is a bottom.
We were laying there. Tom remembers being woken up by some kind of large animal moving towards the tent. He could hear it walking, but it was only taking, 2 steps at a time, and he could feel it. He claims he felt it.
And let me guess, Tom was too scared to do anything about it and did nothing. Why am I always right? Tom, you failed. Kind of reminds me of John Harper's story, but John does something to the Sasquatch that came up upon him that the Bigfoot will never forget. A car alarm.
He was scared to death, because there was something large right beside of him outside the tent. He knew that if he moved that his air mattress would make noise, so he was scared to even say anything. What he heard next is what was really interesting. Everyone in this field knows that I'm a loud snorer.
No, that's not true. You haven't slept with Dax Rushlow. His snoring will make you look for ways to smother him. He almost died on Bigfoot Bounty, and no one knows that.
And he said that everything got quiet, and as I was snoring, whatever was outside mimicked it perfectly.
Really? Could you imagine if those boys had eaten some Taco Bell before they went to bed? Bigfoot mimicking their big ass farts? Could happen, I guess. My question is, how come these newbies didn't place a couple trail cams pointed at their tent? Hello? It's not that hard. Don't let Rictor educate you on Bigfooting 101. You will never be able to show your face at a Bigfoot conference again.
When I was sleeping there, I was laying kind of on my right side. Sometime during the night, something had actually put its hand into the fabric of the tent. My knee was kind of laying on the tent, and something grabbed me right above my right knee. And it was a hand, a large hand.
Bigfoot grabbed you? Girl.
I woke up, I tried to grab the limb of what had a hold of me, and I couldn't get one hand around the limb.
Wow. Now I've grabbed some pretty big things in my life. Try and try again.
So I reached up and grabbed it and tried to pull it off. I couldn't pull it off. I did the only thing I could think to do, and I balled up my fist and I hit it, and it let go.
Where's your knife? Where's your gun? Where's your Vienna Boys choir voice while you're screaming? Where's your lightsaber?
I immediately fell back to sleep. So when I woke up, I heard Tom kind of making some motion in the back of the room. And I said, Tom, well, I got to tell you what kind of nightmare I had last night. He says, well, before you tell me that, I need to tell you something. So he told me everything we just talked about.
Oh my God, are you for real? Look, if Bigfoot is grabbing you, something tells me you will be up the whole motherfucking night. Unless you're used to something grabbing you on a nightly basis and it was no big deal. This is why science thinks we're retarded.
At that point, I realized that what had happened wasn't a dream. As I stood up to get my pants on, I noticed a pain in my leg. I pulled up, I had shorts on, I pulled it up, and I had a large red handprint on my leg, right above my knee.
I would be embarrassed too to tell the story, especially on the 700 Club. You were this close to being featured on David Paulides' book, Missing 411. Better luck next time.
At that point, I got the chills up my back of my neck, and me and him didn't talk about it for the next 3 hours.
Wow. Speaking of David Paulides, or is it Paulides? He's our next video to shake up. He's an acclaimed Bigfoot author with some amazing books about people missing. From Walmart to county fairs, Bigfoot is taking your children's, eating your grub, raping your women. Bigfoot's gonna get you. This video is on Adam Bird's channel, and he has over 3,000 subscribers, and David's video has over 400,000 views. Let's see what all this fuss is about.
The summer travel season is nearly here, which means millions of people will be heading for national parks and national forests. As it turns out, a few of them won't be coming back.
Really? This Las Vegas newscaster is all about doom and gloom. I hate to have her over for Christmas. Kind of reminds me of that death threat that Eric Douglas troll account gave me on Facebook. The next time Rictor goes Bigfooting, he will suffer an unfortunate accident.
Each year, hundreds of people are reported missing in our parks and forests. Most are eventually found, but there's a smaller category of cases that never get solved, including a few close to home. The I-Team's George Knapp is here with the story. George.
Who's doing this interview? George Knapp? Figures. National Enquirer. Where's Anderson Cooper when you need him?
It's not a revelation to say that people get lost out in the wilderness or in forest areas. We're talking about a different kind of mystery, though. Disappearances that are not caused by predator attacks or criminals hiding out there in the woods or just bad luck.
Hell, at this point, I'd settle for Fox News. At least they get a little bit more respect.
A former cop has put together hundreds of case files regarding clusters of missing persons in national parks where the circumstances are flat out strange. But don't expect any answers from the Park Service.
At the end of the night, I was staying in a motel off the government or off the Park Service land and get a knock on the door.
Oh my God, this guy is hot. Perfect hair, porn star mustache, sexy sunglasses. David, take me Bigfooting.
The person who confided in law enforcement veteran David Paulides was a government employee.
Forget Bart Catino. Hello, David Paulides. Look at that smile. Good Lord, that man's got some serious game. Hey, David, you want to do a little role playing? I got the handcuffs. Want to arrest me?
In the years since the knock at the door, Paulides has scoured small-town newspaper archives and pestered federal agencies for records. He found so many cases of missing people that a planned book became two.
In this shot, he kind of looks like the dwarf from The Hobbit. Hey, David, did you find the Ring of Power?
Some kids are found in phenomenal distances away that would make no logical sense to any parent.
Weird things happen to their clothing. The missing often shed their clothes right away, even in bad weather. Clothes are found sometimes neatly folded, but not the people.
That's because of hypothermia. Who's doing the interview here? George Knapp? Figures. My brother died this way. Know your shit, George Knapp. Don't just be reading a teleprompter. Be skeptical. Put some thought into what you're reporting. At least match the kind of dedication Paulides has done with his book.
The ranger described to me, if you were standing straight up and you just had your shirt or just had your pants on and you melted directly into your pants, that's what it looked like to him. The pants were laying on the ground in a very neat pile.
Never mind what I just said. David Paulides is taking stories from park rangers telling him people are melting into their clothes? It must be like that scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Don't look at it, Marion!
Don't look at it! Keep your eyes shut!
The missing defy normal search and rescue practices.
No, this interview has an interviewer that defies normal journalism practices. Where's Will Ferrell's anchorman when you need him?
Nevada doesn't have a major cluster, but it has plenty of cases. Children who vanished around Lake Tahoe, in the center of the state near Tonopah, and at Mount Charleston. In 1966, 6-year-old Larry Jeffrey of Henderson disappeared while playing with his two brothers, setting off a massive 16-day search by as many as 1,000 men.
My brother was lost the same way back in 1979 in Big Bear, except he was 20 years old and was lost for 2 months. The snow got to him, and search and rescue suspected he was under 15 feet of snow, which is why they never found him until spring. Larry Jeffrey perished the same way my brother did. It's not Bigfoot. It's not someone melting into their pants. It's just an unfortunate set of circumstances. I bet my brother's story wasn't in your book, David Paulides.
There's no large predators per se. So we can't worry about mammals taking him. And he was in a fairly remote area where there's no vehicular access, so there's no car abduction. This boy just walked into oblivion.
Okay, I'm sick of watching this crap. Sensationalizing and implying that Bigfoot is taking these people is insulting to me and to your audience. Now, I give the woo-woos a lot of shit for their beliefs, but at the end of the day, at least the woo-woos will come right out and tell you what they think is going on with Bigfoot.
In his books, David Paulides reports on why some obvious explanations simply don't apply here, but he stops short of giving his own theory or explanation.
Hello? Good morning.
This shit is hitting way too close to home. Let's lighten things up a bit by making fun of Lori Simmons. She has over 300 subscribers, and this video we're about to shake up has just over 1,000 views. Now this shit is funny as hell, but the shit gets real at the end of the video. We have 2 videos to stomp the hell out of. Kinda reminds me of a cat trying to cover up its kitty litter. Ooh, well hello there. Who are you? This handsome man can come knocking on my door at any time, and he would definitely get a response. He kinda looks like a scrawny John Cena. I put some muscle on him. On top of him too. At this point, wouldn't you feel stupid? Let's look at the second Lori video. This one has around 8,000 views.
What'd you just say, Buddy? That branch over there. To the right. Yeah, right. Which one? To the right. Right. Over here. Okay, right there.
Look! Look! There's a Bigfoot! Lori, look! He's right behind you! He's invisible!
Here, do you want to hold the camera and the audio? And I'll put the apples up. And I'll do my thing.
Oh, Lori's going to do her thing with apples. Kind of like that ping pong trick from Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, but with apples.
What the hell is going on? That's just not. Is she? Oh, you can't do that with a ping pong ball. You want to bet?
Now that would be impressive. I bet I could do it with a grapefruit. Dare me.
But we are coming into the woods with the utmost respect. And I brought apples. And I brought a bag of apples. Hello. Good morning. I came up here with my best friend Bonnie today.
Now who the hell is she talking to? The wood nymphs? The dwarves of Moria? Lori girl, careful. There could be goblins under them there ferns. Women with big boobs gallivanting through the forest need to be careful. Ooh.
And I brought you some apples. What is that? I told you. I don't know. But I think it's my splotch.
Lori, girl, wear some nylons, fishnets, makeup. Make yourself look good for the great Sasquatch. You are gifting too. I mean, you should at least look your best when the forest ranger arrests you. You know, for feeding wild animals in a national park.
Okay, that's loud and that's not normal. So Bonnie has not seen any of my videos. No, I have not seen the videos. Stomps on the ground, she has not a clue. She keeps telling me she heard noises, and I just thought, oh, that's so cute. And I hear noises, and it's not cute anymore. I'm scared. Okay, so I brought my friend Bonnie with me today, and I brought you some apples. Well, throw the apples. Don't walk over there, crazy. Honey, I do this all the time.
Her friend is even calling her crazy. Something tells me Lori Simmons is the type of girl who would jump in the lion's den at the zoo, stomping her feet.
Okay. Okay. Hello. What? How are you today?
Obviously, Lori doesn't know that Sasquatch doesn't speak English. Hasn't she listened to the Sierra Sounds by Ron Moorhead? The proper way to greet a Sasquatch is samurai chatter. Or you could always try ba weep gra na weep ninny bong. That even works in outer space.
I'll use the universal greeting. Universal greeting? Watch, I'll have him eating out of my hand.
Ba weep grana weep nitty bong.
Ba weep grana weep nitty bong.
Ba weep grana weep nitty bong.
See, the universal greeting works every time.
I told you, I think it might be my squash. Those are very loud thumps. Yeah. Like inside the tree? Or under the ground? Where? I think under the ground. 'Cause it sounds like it's coming from inside the tree almost. Exactly. I just put my ear up against the tree and it sounds like it's coming from underneath. Well, you're very, very brave.
Brave is not the word here. Sorry to say. No, it's not.
You're very, very brave. Keep recording. I'll show you what I do. Okay, well, I'm not putting my ear over there. Hello? You got me up. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's just that's not normal. Hello?
Why is Bonnie, the person behind the camera, the one with the smarts? Oh, that's right. Usually the ones behind the camera are the ones that are, running for their lives, especially when a big bear is gonna grab onto you, Lori.
Don't go where I can't see you. I'm right here. You can see me. Okay. Hi. Hello.
Okay, camera woman, Bonnie. This is where you leave the bitch behind and hightail it back to the car.
It sounds like somebody's knocking on a door. I brought you a bag of apples. And I think she's crazy for going so close.
Yes, because the tree is very dangerous. It's so big and still. There are no Bigfoots there.
Once for yes and twice for no. Does he mind I'm here? Does he mind that I brought my friend Bonnie with me today? Once for yes or twice for no.
This is definitely squatching for dummies. Thump once for yes, and then thump twice for no. Got it? Remember that when you're doing Bigfoot Morse code. Something tells me if Bigfoot was a player, he'd be all about them sexy hoes. And if Bigfoot was making a rap video, he'd have those sexy bitches in it. Something tells me Lori Simmons knows how to twerk. Don't lie to me, Lori. I know you know how to twerk.
Nothing. Still skeptical.
Bonnie is my hero. There are no Bigfootses underground, Lori Simmons. It could be the wind, animals making their den, the orcs building their orc armies in Gundabad. It's not Bigfoot. Apparently the knocks are more advanced. Knock once for yes and then twice for no. Show your boobies, Lori. Bigfoot likes boobies. Trust me, it will work. I do it all the time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knocks. 5 knocks. That wasn't a yes or a no, that was 5 knocks.
Every straight man that's watching this is thumping yes. What if I thump 3 times to make this crazy shit end?
Bonnie also knew my father, Don, and I was wondering if you could tell me, do you know my dad, Don? Thump 1 for yes, or 2 for no?
This is what Bigfooting should be about. Never mind the lack of proper attire or feeding wild animals, but it's about taking chances with new ideas and theories. There's no such thing as a Bigfoot expert, so all of you judging Lori for being batshit crazy, shame on you, because if any of you Bigfoot bitches out there who were to have any luck with a Bigfoot, it would be Lori Simmons, because she is hotter than most of you fat, obese, rather rotund, bearded ladies. You know who you are. You trolls that go Bigfooting in that small city park in Ohio called Salt Fork. Nasty bitches. Don't be jealous of Lori.
My dad was very old school, and this is his tape recorder that he would bring into the woods. And this is one of his tapes. It says movement in the den for a sign that it can be aggressive. I'm sorry, Vaughn. Well, all I know is there is knocking from that tree, and I'm not walking up there, and I would... Holy crap. Holy shit. Okay, he's really pissed off right now. Okay, we're gonna go. Okay. There was a big growl. And
yeah, it was loud. Okay.
Oh my God, I heard that growl. I would love to go Bigfooting with Lori, but something tells me I would be scared for my life. It'd be more boobs than I know what to deal with. Boobs and growls. And stomping my feet. Hey Bigfoot, you down there? And now it's time for Rictor's Hate Mail of the Week. Or is it off the week? This week's hate mail comes from someone by the name of Photo Expert that was posted on Cryptomundo's website when Cryptomundo featured my Off the Rictor video. And this is what Photo Expert had to say. Meh, who cares? One had heard of D-list Bigfoot personality cutting on another D-list Bigfoot personality. Nothing of value to see here. Just one narcissistic drama queen, that's me, trying to create a second in the sun for himself. And thanks for watching. On this week's Off the Rictor, we had Billy Willard talking about how he was grabbed by Bigfoot. And then there's David Paulides giving us a rundown of Raiders of the Lost Ark. And then there was Miss Laurie Simmons stomping her feet and talking to Bigfoot underground.
Good morning.
Well, that's it for this week's Off the Rictor. Be sure to subscribe and comment down below and tell me which one of these Bigfoot superstars should be nominated for my Rictor's Hall of Shame, and that will happen at the end of the season. Give me a thumbs up, and don't forget, send me your video suggestions. Some of you are saying I should do Thinker Thunker next, or Timber Giant, or Sasquatch Ontario. Hey Paulides, do you mind uncuffing me? No, for real. This is like... Oh, there we go. Derek Randall is a sex god given to us ladies by Zeus on Mount Olympus. Now, in case you didn't know, he will look at you and your panties will drop